Hi everybody, I'm Diane, certified yoga and Pilates as well as Yoga Pilates instructor for Tempe Parks and Recreation. Well, it's great to see you today. We're here at Kiwanis Park and I'd like to invite you to a short session of Pilates on the mat. This is going to be sort of a little taste of the Pilates practice. We'll do about 15 minutes. I'll start with a brief little check-in, and then we'll go into the exercises and a brief relaxation. Every class does include that. So let's begin. If you have a mat at home, you can take that out. I don't know, a lot of people don't have this little guy, which is the Pilates Magic Circle. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. But if you do, you can use it. And all you need is the mat. Bare feet is fine, and comfortable clothing. So we're going to begin by just taking a moment and creating our space for the mat Pilates practice. Let's begin by just settling our palms down, take an easy seat, and take a breath or two, a nice easy breath, inhaling into the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Try one more. Inhale into the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Now in the Pilates method, and this is more of a traditional method that I was trained in, we do use another breath, and it's called lateral breathing. So I do want to go over that with you. It's a little different from a three-part breath, if you're familiar with yoga, that we would do as well at the beginning. The lateral breath, you inhale into the nose, you allow your rib cage to expand outward, and then as you exhale, you'll be knitting down, exhaling out through the mouth and feeling the abdominals kind of cave in all the way down. So it's an inhale into the mouth. Let's try that. Inhale, into the nose, and then gently purse your lips and exhale out. All the air out. Now you're going to use this for the exercises, so you'll be inhaling to initiate the exercise, exhaling on the exertion. Okay, so let's stretch out our feet a bit. I have a little blanket here, and you might use a pillow or blanket if you need to sit on, but we're going to put that away. And I'll extend my legs out. We'll just do a little flex point. And I'll be lying down on the mat soon, and we'll get into the actual warm-ups first. So we're flexing and pointing, and then we'll bring our feet together and just let the ankles release and round it out. And then return to center and in the other direction. Okay, now as I come back to center, I'm always very aware of the muscles that I'm using. So this Pilates uses a lot of the different areas of the core muscles and what we call the powerhouse. And that's everything from above the knees to the lower abs, as well as around to the spine. So that whole area is activated. Remember some of these principles that I'll share with you for Pilates. There's the 3 C's, and that means you're going to center yourself, you're going to concentrate and move with control. And also you want to move with precision in a nice flow and utilizing that breath we spoke about, okay? So let's come into our seat, and I'll move to the side here so you can, I think this will be a little easier to see the exercises. We're going to roll down. Now everything I said we do with control, precision, right? So you're going to bring that awareness to the body and slowly roll in. Now I'm rolling in from center as I gaze towards my toes, but if you need support, you can modify this as well. You might hold at the back of your thighs, or you might walk it in to the forearms and then roll in, okay? I'm going to have my magic circle behind me, and I will demonstrate that with you. And if you do have longer hair, you might want to get it out of the way, because we are going to be moving, and you know, that kind of distracts you. Like I said, we want to really be able to concentrate, okay, not have any distractions. Although you never know, your dog or cat may join you on the mat too. So let's roll in and give it a nice long stretch. I'm going to do a couple of things as you exhale to just bring attention to the body. So take a moment, allow yourself to settle in. A nice deep breath, inhale into the nose, exhale out through the nose. And now let's tuck in the right knee. So we'll just do a little stretch here, you know, warm it up a bit. And then we'll exhale that knee out. We'll inhale, exhale the knee in, and exhale out. Now I want you to bring some movement to the hands and arms with it. So as you lift up your right arm and press in on the exhale with the left, you're going to swing that arm down and then alternate. Left arm up, press left knee in. Okay, let's do a couple more. Just go at your own pace. And exhale it out, and then the left. And one more on each side. Okay, so we're just beginning to activate the muscles. Now as we come back to center with this left, then you're going to invite the right in, hug it in, give it a little rock, roll it out, and back to center. Okay, let's begin by warming up. First exercise is going to be the roll up. Okay, there's 3 basic warm-ups that we're going to do today. So we're taking it to the top again. Now again, if you have issues with the spine, you can also put the feet to the mat and walk in. However, if you don't, you can get a little more active and challenge it. So I'm going to take my circle here, press it in, and imprint my spine down. Okay, now you might feel that a little easier if you put your feet to the mat and then press your hips and spine down. That's called imprinting. So that gives you a lot more stability. So let's imprint. As we exhale, we're gazing through the circle towards the toes. We're going to bring it up. Now I'm aligning to what I call an imaginary wall behind me, and then I'm going to take it forward into what's called a C curve, like a letter C. Okay, and then we'll bring it back to the wall. Now we're coming back down again with control. Now if you need more support, then you would roll back only a third of the way and come back in, and you could also reach through on that C curve, and this is what you would do. Okay, so let's start here just to see how you feel on the mat. Okay, so we have number 2 in. I'm going to scoop it in, keep the abdominals working. Hinge back and be in control. Okay, now I'm going to take it down and we'll see if we can do a full roll up. And if it doesn't work for you, go back to 3 more on the half. Okay, so now I'm imprinting, flexing my toes, drawing the heels down. I'm going to rise up on the exhale. Remember, purse your lips, exhale out, C curve it, bring it back to the wall. Roll it down with control. As you inhale, you're then going to exhale once again and bring it up, C curve. Let's go back one more time. And you want to be sure that your legs aren't coming up like so. You know, if you kind of lose control, then go back to that half original one that we did, okay? Okay, now we're completing, coming back up to that wall once again. Going to drive ourselves back down. And we'll work the hundreds. Now this is a great exercise to get everything going, really energizes you as well. I'm going to start with my feet to the mat. Arms are raised to the hips, fingers together. Okay, we'll take it up to the tabletop if that feels okay, drawing the navel down and the spine. If you have more strength, you can bring it up to halfway or extend heel to heel. Okay, and then scoop it. Now I'm going to begin to pump. Those of you who have a little bit more strength can rise the shoulders back, gaze low, and you can work from here. You can also lower the legs as you're pumping. Now if you lower the legs, it's going to be more intense, okay? Bend the knees whenever you need, feet to the mat when you need, but keep pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck it in. Now that's about 50. They call it the hundreds because you do 100. So we're going to just, you know, take it a little down a notch in order to complete the 15 minutes. So exhale, and we'll bring it back to center. I'm going to roll it back in so you can see that we're moving from exercise to exercise in a nice flow. And we don't do a lot of repetitions. It's about the quality, not the quantity. Okay, I'm going to come up to the top of the mat here. Going to bring my heels close to the seat on top of my toes, and I'll be holding at the ankles out. This is called rolling like a ball, okay? When I do this with kids, they laugh and have fun with it. When I do it with adults, Not so much, but it is a fun and active one to do. So when you roll back, you're going to pick up your feet. If you feel that you would like to only go back here, maybe you have some kind of back issues or something, you can do that and then back down. But if you're okay, you'll roll it back and exhale it up. Roll it back. We're going to just do 3 and up. So you're trying not to go too far, just to midline or upper back and not to the neck. Okay, so that's our rock and roll. As we extend back, let's come back down to the mat, and I'll use the circle again. And we're going to be moving into leg circles. Okay, so let's slide each foot to the mat. We'll tuck in the right knee, give it a hug, and I'll do a little hamstring stretch here. So I'm going to bring it up to the top, hug it back in. Exhale, reach through. Hug it back in. The last one, let's see if we can flex and point. And remember, you can always bend your knee, or you can keep the leg lower in order to get it to that stretch at the back of the hamstring. You might even use a belt if you'd like. Okay, so flex and point, round it out, and back. For those of you who need the support, you can slide the leg out and work from there as well, flexing the or left foot. Okay, the palms are at the sides, or if you have spinal issues, make a little diamond and put that underneath the seat. Okay, let's begin. We're going to circle it out to the right, just to the edge of the mat. Down we go to the left and back down and center. So I'm doing a nice smooth release here. However, if I needed more support, I could bend the knee. If you're feeling something in the hip, don't go as far. Okay, make them a little tighter. If you need more, left foot to the mat. Okay, so let's continue. We'll do about 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I have to reverse it. So I'm taking it to the left, cross over towards the left mat, just to the shoulder. This is called working with the box. Okay, and we're drawing down the lower spine. We always try to draw down, not lifting up. 6, 7, and 8 to the top. Tuck the right knee in, give it an exhale, and slide out. And you might see me buzzing, like buzzing my hands. It's because this little guy wants to do Pilates with us today. He's flying around me. So tuck the left knee in, take a little breath here, inhale, exhale. You can slide the right foot in, extend out. We'll do the bit of that hamstring release here. Back in, extend up, tuck it back in, drop your shoulders in as well. Last one, again, you might try to get just a little bit more deeply, move the energy up through the heel, and bring it back to the center. Okay, we're in that circle. Our palms are down at the side. We're going to imprint the spine down and gently point around and over. Down midline and over. Continuous flow. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we're back to the top. We're going to sit to the right, down midline, and around we go. 4, 6, 7, and 8. So we're back to center. Bring it into a tuck, relax down through the spine, and we're moving into single leg stretch. So I'm going to tuck the right knee in. And we can have our foot slightly bent or hovering above if we want more challenge. We can also curl it up, head to knee, but gaze low. You're sort of keeping a little golf ball between your chest and chin here, okay? So I'm going to take the left palm underneath the knee, the right to underneath the knee as well, but underneath that palm, and I'll exchange. Right 1, and right 2, and 3, and right 4, and left. Right 5, and left, right 6, and left. Now moving to double leg stretch. So we're going to curl up if we can. If not, the head is down. Reach back as long as you can. Lift the legs up. You can have them bent here and tuck back in. 1, lift 2, lift 3, lift 4, lift 5. Exhale as you're exerting. Up you go, exhale. And 6. Bring it back to center. Now I'm going to move with a double leg stretch, and there's other exercises, but for our purpose here, we're doing just a little teaser. So this last one is great. We're gonna have our hands at the back of the head or at the sides, and you'll lower the legs. Now again, you can have your knees bent if you need to. Lower. Keep it scooped in. Don't let the abs puff out. 2. Exhale it up. 3, 4. You can hear my breath. Exhale. 5. Last one with control. Remember that. And bring it back to the mat. I'm going to tuck each knee in again. Give it a little hug. And back down we go. Okay. We're rolling up to the mat. You can use your hands as well to roll up. Exhale. And you'll feel that too on this exhale. Once you start working the abs from that position, when you roll up, you'll definitely know that you worked them, okay? I'm gonna do 3 leg exercises, so we'll get down onto the mat on the side. I'm gonna start in the left. I'm gonna bring myself back and pretend, again, I have a wall behind me, and I'll come down onto the elbow. Now you can lay the head down if you have neck issues, okay? So you're going to bring yourself in totally straight down the mat. And the right palm is going to give you some support here. Now, what we'll do is we'll lift up heel to heel both feet and see how that feels. Remember, you're working your core, you're opening the shoulder from the ear and taking a breath. And another one, and release down. Now we'll slide the feet forward. You're gonna look like a little boomerang or a banana here. And you're going to take the left knee, bring it up to the top, extend it out. This is where we swing back, height of the hip here, and then swing forward. So as you inhale, you're swinging back, and then you're exhaling, puffing out twice. Inhale back, exhale. Okay, let's do 3 more. We'll do 5 totally. Usually we'll do about 8 or 10. A little express here for us today. And last one. Remember to completely move through the whole movement itself. Now, on the next one, it's a leg lift up and down. So I'm going to take my right leg, gently pointed up, give it a stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and press it down, flexing the toes, okay? Lifting, gently point. It's a gentle point, okay? You don't have to really hard point. Flex down. And really squeeze into the glutes as you come down, okay? Some resistance as you come down. So if somebody was trying to pull you back, all right? 2 more, and lift, exhale, lift, exhale. Now I'm going to do leg single circles. So we're going to take the right leg up to the height of the hip, lengthen it out. The toes are pressed upward, heel to heel, and you're going to begin to circle. If you can, try to slide across the heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now reverse it. We always reverse things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Okay, let's come on to the abdominals. And we're moving into a bit of a stretch here. It looks like the cobra from yoga if you've done yoga. Pilates does derive from some yoga. He did do yoga and derived some of the mat exercises from it. So stretch out, bring the forehead down, bring each palm aligning with the eyes, arms together. I'm going to press down through the pubic bone and the hips and rise up. Now you can pause right here, slide it forward if you need to, and then you'll rise from there. Okay, this is called a neck roll. So we're going to open the shoulders and the head is to the right shoulder. Drop in, half circle to the left, back to center. To the left, half circle to the right, and back to center. Slowly lead forward. From here, I'll walk it in, coming into tabletop position. I'm going to move into a plank. Okay, we'll start with forearm plank today. So we have our forearms to the mat. I'm going to step each leg back. Squeeze the glutes, open the shoulders. The shoulders are aligned with the elbows and begin to hold. Let's see if you can count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're coming back to center. We have to do the other side of the legs, right? We can't forget that. So let's come down onto the right. And we'll be on our side here again. The imaginary wall is behind us. Hold it. Keeping the legs forward to the edge of the top of the mat, little boomerang style. Lift up the left leg, gently point, pulse forward. Nice and stable, because you don't to keep yourself stable just from originating from. 3, back to center, up and down, lift, up we go, give it a stretch. Exhale, press it down. Heel to heel, your feet are, your toes are turned up, okay? Because if you're this way, you're going to lose the work in the glutes there. And 2 more. Last one, lift and press it down into our leg circle. So up we go with the left, and we'll circle it. I'm going to go forward first. Try to sweep over the lower heel if you can. 3, 4, lengthen out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then reverse it. And it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're coming back to that. I'm going to bring it back into a nice release here, and just press down through your seat, give it an extension. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're coming back to the mat. Going to work the shoulders a bit here and the core as well as the legs. So from tabletop, we'll step back right, flex back. We're going to extend and lift up the left arm. See if we can hold, counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to cross over elbow to knee as I arch and extend out. Elbow to knee, extend out. I'm going to just do 3 today. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're back down to the table. Okay, the shoulders are open, they're nice and strong. Step back left. You can give it a little flex here too. Open up there. And then as you extend, we're going to hold counting down from 10. Use that, activate that left shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross it over. Extend out for 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to walk it back in, walk it back in. We'll come down to our seat and bring it down a couple of notches, okay? So extend out, and there's many more abdominal exercises, leg exercises, and many other exercises to do, but we're doing our little express today, so we'll get all that in a 15-minute segment. And let's come back in now for a bit of a stretch. So I'm going to take my right leg in on the right and move on to the right palm, and the left will be situated to the left. Now, if you want something a little bit more dynamic, take that right leg under and both legs together, okay? And you'll hold at the ankle. We're gonna lift up right arm and fold and round it to the left. And it's 1, 2, 3. Now, that right palm comes down, slide to the right. Try to keep your alignment, turn to the left, come on down, and reach over. Now, you can come up and come back, or you can remain on the forearm if you need that support. So you might just do it just like that, right? And then the last one, you might lift up, see if you can control that one, and come back to center. Now we'll finish on the other side. Extend back out. You can give it a little walk out if you'd like. And we're moving to the left side. And by the way, if this is difficult, either one that I showed you, you can move right from here, okay? So I just want to show you that. And now we have both legs, one on top of the other. I'm going to hold at the ankle here, elbow out, and take it up with the left over to the right. And really kind of reach up, get that stretch there, and bring it back down, okay? 2, and you can stay up as well, and 3, and then down to the mat we go. Right palm up and over, stretch through, bring it up to top, stretch through, and last one. Okay, now we're back to our center again. We're going to take it down to the mat slowly, do a little bit of releasing, and then relax, okay? Beautifully done, everyone, beautifully done. Let's roll on down. Remember, you can walk it in. Give it a stretch out. Sweep the arms down. Tuck each knee in, back to that little rocket we did earlier. You can do a little release here for the hips. You might bring the soles of the feet together, hold at the feet, ankles, knees or shins, and exhale. And this can be done on the mat as well. So if you have issues with your back, you might bring it down to the mat. One more breath. Back down we go with a right ankle to the left thigh and pull in. Feel the stretch in the outer glute. Exhale into that stretch. Flex if you'd like through the toes. And back to center, and then one more on the left side. Pulling in, you can flex here as well. And now for the best part is the relaxation. So extend out, you can reach out and just, as I blow the fly away, bring it into a stretch, flex and point, and then down. Arms rest. What a beautiful way to complete a great practice. And you can take a few more breaths into it. I'm going to conclude class, and thank you so much for a wonderful session. It's great to meet with you today here from Tempe Parks and Recreation at Kiwanis Park. Take care.